guys, what's up? I'm Akanksha and welcome back to my channel, Book Reviews with Akanksha. In today's video, I'll be talking about the 5 books I read for 5 different European countries. This year in May, I took up this world reading challenge. We read a book from every country in the world. And in this video, I'll be telling you the 5 European countries that I picked and the 5 books I read for it. So let's get right into the video. My first country is Austria, and for Austria, I picked up To Die in Vienna. This is a spy thriller novel set in the beautiful city of Vienna. Freddy, our main character, is a contract surveillance guy, and he finds himself in a very dangerous situation when the guy he's surveilling and his contractor, both of them are dead. He knows he's next, and then there's a cat and mouse chase throughout the book between Freddy and the guy and the killer guy. This book is average. I gave it a solid 6.5 out of 10 in my review on my Instagram account called Read Review Rate. The plot of the book is okay. The writing is very simple. And the character, Freddy, is a good character. He had a lot of potential, but he could have been written better and well developed in the book. I feel like Freddy is developed a little bit, but he needed a more of a character arc throughout the book. My next country is France, and for France I picked up Madame Bovary. It's a French classic book. I'm not much of a classics reader, and when I was going through the list of books that I can pick up for France, I also realized that I haven't read books by enough French authors. I need to read more, and I was like, I haven't read French authors, I haven't read classics, let's hit 2 birds with 1 stone, and I picked up Madame Bovary. It's a very good book. Like, this book, I realized the magic of classics. It's a solid 10 on 10, and you guys should go and check it out. It's one of those books where you won't like the main character, but you will love the story. My next country is Germany, and for Germany I picked up The German Midwife. This is a historical fiction set during World War II, when Hitler was at the peak of his political power and Nazism was a German way of life. Anke, our lead character, is a German by birth, but she's thrown into the concentration camps because her and her family's political views do not align with the Nazis. Prior to this, she was a midwife and was very famous for her skills. And now that she's living in the camp, she's using her skills to deliver babies at the camp. Everything changes when she is called upon by this high-ranking German official to look after a high-profile pregnancy and deliver the baby. The high point of this book was its writing, its plot line. It'll throw a lot of harsh realities right at your face. The book shows the inhuman and the pathetic conditions at the concentration camps. The characters of the book, there are some real-life characters like Adolf Hitler, his wife Eva Braun, his propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, his wife Magda. This makes the book very interesting to read. The hard part of the book is reading the birthing scenes. I was not very comfortable reading it because it was just too much for me to read, but overall this book was a very good read. Next country is Netherlands, and for Netherlands I picked up The Dinner by Herman Koch. This book is written in Dutch and was later translated into English by Sam Garrett. This is the reason I started this whole world reading challenge, because I wanted to read books by non-English speaking and non-English writing authors. So this book is a psychological thriller. It is dark and twisted. So this book starts off when 2 families meet over dinner at a restaurant to solve a crisis at hand. They are 2 brothers, and both of them have their respective wives, and both of them have a 15-year-old sons. So this book shows 2 very different and very contrasting parenting styles, and it shows how far a parent can go to secure the child's future. This book is laced with dark humor. If you are a person who loves dark humor, you're gonna absolutely love this book. The high points of this book are its writing. The author has very cleverly written this book, and by the end of the book, you're gonna actually doubt the reliability of the narrator of the book. And the plot line. The plot line is so good. Like, although it starts slow and almost nothing happens for like 1/4 of the book, but as the story starts unfolding, you get into the book and more engaged, and you just cannot stop reading. Like, I couldn't stop reading. My next country is Spain, and for Spain I picked up The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This book is set in 1930s Barcelona, Spain, and follows the life of Daniel Sempre. When he's a 10-year-old kid, his father takes him to this super secretive place called the Cemetery of Forgotten Books. There he picks up this book by this author called Julian Carax. He gets immediately captured by the book and wants to read more books by the same author. But here comes the twist. He finds out that someone has been systematically destroying all the books by this author, and he has the one and only copy of one book written by this author left. This book will charm you, it will haunt you, but it will totally and absolutely capture you. I love the writing. It is very artistic and skillful. I love the plot line. I got hooked from the very first chapter and I couldn't stop reading to the very last word. The characters in this book are well written and they are well developed, and I love the whole setting of the book. There's a civil war going on and there are gothic elements in the book. All of those elements made the book very edgy and a very fun read.